I need a wee.
Well, apparently we are live, so I'm going to say hello everyone and welcome to a terrible stream for terrible people. And by everyone, I mean 75,000k today. I mean, we reached that kind of on purpose. I saw we were near it, so I went, you know what? I'm going to fucking push that little boat out. I'm going to make it so that hopefully when I stream, we've hit that 75k today, because I've been so absolutely goddamn awful at ever doing anything for milestones on this channel. I always want to. I've made a lot of plans. None of them have been fulfilled. I am really bad at that. So I saw we could hit it today. We could hit it today. And we fucking will. And we did. So, you know, that's cool. Other than that, it is what it is. I actually meant to call this something else, and I've only just remembered what I meant. I might make this kind of a Q&A thing. I don't know. I can't think of anything more original to do on a quote unquote celebration stream. So I thought, yeah, I had meant to make a more sort of better way of having questions posted, and then I just got distracted and did other things instead. So you know, if you have any questions, anything about how I do stuff, anything about how an YouTuber does the YouTubes, feel free to ask.
Free.
Feel free.
Free.
You what?
You say 3.
Free. Not 3. I don't say 3.
3.
I say free with a fr. God damn it. Did you hit it today? Yes. Yes. Basically, I hit it today on purpose. Because last night I was having a tremendously fun time with having ordered some takeaway food that was, let's say, going right through me until 7 in the morning. So I had a long night. And yeah, I noticed that, and I was like, okay, and I started fucking sent out a tweet, and then I finally got some sleep, and then this morning I saw we hadn't quite hit the number, so I sent it out on YouTube as well, and yeah, we hit that.
So does by
fun times.
By it, do you mean me?
It what?
Did you hit it today?
No. 75k. You're not 75k. 70. Yeah. I don't know how many kilograms
maybe. 75k pounds.
Glad seeing you in my notifications. Just got off gym to this, so yeah, thanks.
Wow, thanks.
That is how that comes across. Yeah, thanks.
Thanks for reminding me how.
Bastard. Now I have to be here because rules or some shit. How does a YouTuber work on the YouTubes? Well, what you do is you upload videos. Boom. I mean, that is actually a question that people do ask, and I will answer it even though you were being sarcastic. Is, Sick, how does Am become YouTuber? And it's just like, I know it's fucking obvious, but you have to say, make videos. My personal advice is make videos to the best of your ability and make them as high quality as you can comprehend. Get a decent mic and get a bit of artwork that doesn't look like total trash, unless you're going for that. But is Godboy doing a for real though? Probably not. Yeah, and yeah, you just make stuff and don't expect to get anything out of it. Sir Sick was always started as a channel just for me to like experiment with. Like, I started YouTube by trying to make a gaming channel because I'm an asshole. What do you tell Mrs. Sick with two? Oh, that's awful. She's the one who gives me black eyes.
No, I'm giving myself black eyes with my tits.
Oh, she does actually. Bump. Yeah, I can't remember what I was saying. So that's a good way to brain. Have any of the channels or people you've covered ever made an argument you've agreed with, or that was at least valid? Loads of them, all the time. People say true things, and I go out of my way to point out when they've said a thing that's true, because stopped clocks and all that. I've actually had someone get mad at me because I agreed to a point that was true. And they were like, you can't agree with them on anything. It's like, well, they said something that was true. If I disagreed with them, I'd be disagreeing with reality. And I'm sorry, that's like kind of my fucking thing, is trying to be as realistic as possible.
Yes, Dog. Nobody should jog ever.
Jogging is the worst.
Sky is blue?
Is that a question?
No, the sky is not blue.
I hate it when people go, actually, the sky isn't blue. The sky is... It's like, no, it's blue. Shut up. Stop trying to be clever.
No.
It makes you sound stupid.
The sky is peach, because this is my ass.
I started my channel because I was tired of answering creationist questions 10,000 times. Yeah, I mean, that's a good way to, like, as a way to sort of build up a library of your opinions, or a library of your ideas, or whatever. Every now and again, the stupid people of the world will say something correct. Yeah, sometimes by accident. I've had a recent video that currently working on that they said something that was true, matter-of-factly true, but by accident. That's not what they meant, but what they said was true, because they didn't understand what the fuck they were talking about, which is many of the people that I interact with. How do you pick the videos to react to? Is it based on what you can make the best comments to, or because it's something that's worth countering? I feel like I answered my own question. It's kind of a combination of the two. So, yes, it's the answer to that. Sorry, I keep burping. Can't believe it. How dare I be so rude? But there is definitely the most important part of what I do when I do it is that I feel like I'm making an entertaining video. Like, entertainment is 100% my main goal when I make a video. I don't need to be the most accurate person on earth. There are proper sciencers out there who will do proper science. That's why I do a lot of lies. Or do a lot of, non sequitur, nonsensical, gibberitic bullshit that's just like amusing for its own sake. That is obviously not me making an argument. I'm here to be at least solid burp, 7 out of 10. That is at least amusing. Something that makes people giggle is my main thing. Actually, no, my main thing is that I want people to laugh at what I said and then get upset at themselves for laughing at it. That's the ultimate. It's all the Pepsi you drank. It is Beppis and whiskey, because I am evil and people get very mad at me when they discover I don't drink it neat. Well, I do drink it neat, but like only when I'm trying to get absolutely fucking hammered. Which has been a while. Less cola, more whiskey. I like it for the flavour. I mean, that doesn't stop me getting the drink, but still.
You missed a message.
Oh, sorry. What can we expect? When can we expect a video collab where you argue with logic? I don't care about what. I just want to watch the back and forth play out. Possibly at some point. I've spoken to him on occasion. Yeah. It just depends. Like, timing is an important key. So, like, I've tried to work with a few people and something's come up either on their end or my end. So, it varies. But maybe. I mean, it's true of anybody. A lot of people, like, they say, when are you going to do collab with this person? And I'm like, I'd be fucking shocked if they know I am alive. Which is funny because there's a thing that I occasionally have a look at called Transparency Tube, which is mostly like a political thing, but it has a section called anti-theists, which I'm not a huge fan of as a term because I don't consider myself anti-theist. I'm anti-bad arguments about what reality does. And, you know, if you're a theist and you just don't make claims about reality, then I don't care. You know, you can believe whatever the fuck you want. But it has that section, and I'm in it, and I'm one of the not that many people who have a logo that you can see, and it's also relatively big. And that's one of the things that always makes me go, that's pretty cool. It's very weird. Like, I don't think of myself as a known quantity, but occasionally I'll just turn up in conversation somewhere random and I'll be like, why the fuck is anybody talking about me? Anti-derp. That's one way to put it. I'm shocked every time I find out I'm alive and a little bit disappointed. Me too.
Me too.
Logic keeps reacting to the same guy. I know he's having beef with I can't remember what he's called.
I always get confused every time I hear that term. I might instantly go to like.
He's having beef, and there's just steaks everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds like a good thing, dependent on your particular philosophy. It also said, if people come from monkey, why still monkey though? Oh, that is. That is one of those arguments that
because your mum.
It turns up still, and you're like, I actually haven't heard it on this channel.
I don't know, for a long time actually.
I don't know if I've heard it ever on this channel. Like if I've ever had
You
to counter
have.
that. Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure I read comments, especially on the. He's usually on a live stream.
Oh no! I don't mean. I mean in a video.
Oh no, I don't recall that, but
No, that's my point.
yeah.
Sure, alcohol doesn't solve any problems, but then again, neither does milk. Milk helps with heartburn. Trust me. Not as amazingly if you got the heartburn from alcohol, then it can turn into cheese. A vegan having beef with omnivores is hilarious. That is pretty funny. But yeah, so 75,000 subscribers is an absolutely insane number. I mean, since COVID, numbers have been actually pretty incredible. And back before the old danger sniffles, I wasn't sure how far this channel was even capable of going, and then we got a boost. I think it helped that I started doing 2 videos a week, and as hard work as that has been, even though I'm a YouTuber and thus don't do any work, that's a fact backed up by science. It's been well worth it. If you lend someone money and never see them again, it was probably worth every penny. If you lend someone money and never see them again, it was probably worth every penny. I mean, yeah. As a bioscientist by original training, guess I've explained. Okay? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Americans came from Brits, and there are obviously none of those left. Checkmate atheists. Yeah, I mean, it's a very, 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 very silly argument that doesn't make any sense. Yes, Christ Righteous is the guy. I have made a video on him because he did a very, very bad British accent, and one of the most common comments on that video was me doing a fake British accent, which people obviously found quite amusing to have a British bloke do a fake British accent. And yeah, I thought it was funny too, which is why I did it. Actually, that's one of my favorite angry comments at me is oh, you think you're funny, and it's like I don't really. I think that I do things because I find them funny, which is a distinct difference.
Question: since you and Mrs. Sick remember King Arthur, do I? Was it
I do. She doesn't.
Was it Excalibur, the sword in the stone, the same sword?
No, the sword in the stone.
I thought that was in a lake. There's like a sword in a lake at one point, wasn't
No,
there?
this Excalibur is in the lake and is given, and then is stuck in the stone, and then is pulled.
So
I
it's
think.
the same sword.
I don't know. It's all bollocks. Come on. Congrats. What editing software and animation software? Both. We use Sony Vegas. Mrs. Sick has some animation software, but she doesn't use it that much for this channel. She doesn't really use it at all. She uses it a bit for her own channel. What are you planning for the next 74 hours of your 75k stream? I mean, I could leave the stream on and just work, and you just hear me grunt every now and again and go, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" And then tell the kids to like turn the TV down because they're on holiday at the moment, and all sorts of uninteresting shit.
Occasionally, me going, babe, have you seen this? And showing him memes
while I'm trying to work, and I'm like lifting up my headphone and going, "What? Okay, thanks." And then put the headphone back on, and then she goes, "Also this," and then I lift it back up, and I'm like, "What?" Not that I get mad or anything. Humans being Deuterosaurus develop the anus first, meaning we all start off as assholes. Yet some people remain so for the rest of their lives. Some. That's rich coming from you, Pooh. Like the poop stream. It worked before. The poop stream. Do you mean the one where I had like a 5-minute crap? And I was on my own, and so there was no other option, and then I just told chat to keep itself entertained. Why is there a light bulb in the refrigerator if you're not supposed to eat at night? Because it's a box that's dark. Like, it's not that easy to see things in a fridge even during the day.
you need to activate the food.
Light. You need to warn the food that you're looking
into.
The
food
so
reacts to
moving.
light, so you need to wake it up before you eat it.
No, I think it's like a Toy Story situation.
All right.
Which is kind of horrifying when you think about it. Live drinking, we want to see that. I mean, that's what's currently happening. Because it has to happen. Otherwise, I hate everything that comes out of my face. I've done a few sober streams, and every single time I just hate it. They make me cringe. A psychiatrist is someone who will charge you money for answers that you can get for free from your wife or friends. Yeah, kind of. The sword was in the stone and pulled, announcing the king. Then, in a time of doubt, he threw it in the water. The last lady in the lake, I'm assuming, brought it back. The lady of the lake, clad in purest samite, whatever the fuck that means.
What the hell is samite?
I don't know. I just got it from Holy Grail. Monty Python. Eat the bulb. It's in the fridge. It must be food.
Eat the fridge.
Fridge and food. I mean, if you eat the bulb, you are eating at least part of it. Sir Six signed Bibles when? I mean, that would be an amusing thing to do. I had the last page that's supposed to be in. The previous was a work of fiction. But I have to wake it up before you eat it. Yeah, otherwise how will it suffer? Not that deserved, really. I wrote a script to create accounts and follow him. Ran it for 74,000 loops. Jesus Christ. I've never, ever understood that. Like, there's two sides of the whole bots subscribing to people thing that I've never really understood. One is, why bother? Like, if you legitimately want to grow as a channel, why bother? I've never subscribed to something based on anything other than I enjoyed the content. Whether they have like 12 subscribers or 12 million. Like, it's literally not mattered. So it's pointless from that. Like, the only thing that it could possibly be is to kind of look like people care But that's a really, really stupid reason to do it. And on that point, so many people are like, oh, this person grew in this period. It must be bot subs. It's like, no, that's how growth periods work. I go months and months and months having really steady subs, and then a video will take off and I'll get more. Like, it's not always nefarious when someone fucking grows. Just don't make assumptions about shit that you don't know, and you won't look like a fucking dumbass. And I am talking to people on both sides of that fucking situation. I find it annoying when people make assumptions. King Arthur was an Anglo-Saxon warlord. The rules from Roman, then Anglo-Saxon fort of Camelot in the seaside town of Slack, North Yorkshire. Of course, there's a place in North Yorkshire called Slack. I pulled out a nose hair today to see if it hurt. Judging by the reaction of the man asleep next to me on the bus, it seemed to be pretty painful. That's a fair point and an awesome way to do it. Oh.
For science?
Calm down, sir. This was for science. You have to give him a few slaps. You don't need to be or do nothing but being you. Your channel have grown fast lately. I remember you had 40k. How long time ago was that, you think? Probably a couple of years now. Yeah, like I said, since like COVID times, I've gotten about 20,000 subs in approximately 1 year. I can actually check the. Let's.
Oh no, not the analytics. Again.
I like my analytics. Yeah, about 20,000 subs in one total year from this point. So yeah. Well, I've been going door to door, forcing randos to sub to your channel. Did it help? Not as much as going door to door selling doors. No way, that helped less because you go knock knock and then they go, oh shit, you've already got one. That is a Bill Bailey joke, and I don't care that I stole it. Oh, agree on growth. Sometimes I watch, sometimes I don't. It's seasonal kind of thing. Yeah, and you know, a lot of people will turn up months after having not seen you in ages and go, fucking hell, you're still here. The one that still gets me, the one that blows my mind every time I see it, is the comment that goes, oh, you've been putting out loads of content recently. And they're talking like the last couple of months. And like, I've been putting out exactly the same amount of content for literally 2 years plus. What? At least look at the numbers before saying something like that. I know that it's largely a YouTube thing where it will just introduce you. It goes away and stops giving you stuff you asked for, which is annoying in itself.
If you get to 100k subs, do we get to see your face?
No, we've already agreed that that's 10 million.
I thought it was 1 million. Did you change it?
I might have typed 1 million, 10 million. You know, we'll see how I feel when we get towards 1 million. That's not a promise. 100k subs unlocks the gold helmet. I mean, I've got some gold spray paint somewhere. Lots of terrible people on Twitter today dunking on a Christian who says it's not rapé. I'm going to say it like that. If you have sex with your wife without consent, he obviously not a particularly smart person.
You are wrong.
Yeah, incorrect. Rachel Riley says that Bill Bailey is her favorite. Who the fuck is Rachel Riley?
I have no idea who Rachel Riley is.
But I love Bill Bailey. He's so goddamn funny. Part Troll is one of the greatest comedy things in the history of ever. This is his face, duh. Yeah. I mean, we've already proven that Under My Helmet is just another larger helmet / cosmic horror. How many subs unlocks the purple helmet? 50, but only if it's on OnlyFans. I don't have an OnlyFans. Oh, you got to make some polls that will give you many followers. Spiffing Brit trick. Is that true? I mean, I have made polls in the past.
Oh, for God's sake, do not. Gravy, gravy, gravy.
Although to be fair, that spiffing Brit trick is like really old, so I assume it's been patched. Thank you for your Greg Locke video. My boy is autistic. Had no idea he was evil. Yeah, he is. Oh, you mean your son? Not. I thought you meant Greg Locke is evil because fucking hell, that was quite a hard video to make because yeah, I'd never interacted with his content before, and fucking hell, what a fucking piece of work, as they say. Rachel is the numbers girl on Countdown. She is gorgeous. Okay, I don't watch Countdown. I don't watch. I don't watch
I'm
normal
not
TV.
75 years old.
Well, isn't.
And I'm also terrible at maths, so that's probably why I don't watch it.
Isn't it most people just watch 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown? Or something like that, and it's
I don't
actually
know,
really
I don't watch
good.
TV, so...
No. What is your cure for stopping snoring?
Staying awake.
Even then. It can't be patched. It's the algorithm. I mean, they fuck with the algorithm all the time, so, you know, you'll see. Just found an origami channel, but it's pay-per-view only.
Oh my god.
Why?
Hi, Triumph. Blocked.
Love the music and jokes. I'm assuming you're talking about Bill Bailey because I'm very bad at music and jokes. Apparently, naked running means running without GPS or music or any tech. I wish I knew this an hour ago. The police officer's very mad at me for some reason. I don't. Oh, you have an OnlyFans. You just don't know about it. I mean, that wouldn't surprise me. The human body has enough bones to make an entire skeleton. This is almost true. I steal a lot of bones. Can you imagine that as an ability, that you could just pluck a bone out of someone, and it's not like through the skin, but like some sort of warp ability. In fact, one of my favorite things one of my kids ever said was we were talking about like fighting zombies or something, and coming up with creative means of defeating them. And one of them said to teleport their brain out of their head. And that was just the most fucking brutal kill. Of just the concept of having that capability to just remove someone's brain.
Wasn't that one of the kids?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
And I was just like, Jesus Christ, I've got an evil genius on my hands.
They are quite surreally creative.
Yeah. I absolutely pissed my pants laughing when she said that. How did Moses make tea? He brewed it.
Oh, for God's sake.
How did he make enough? He didn't. He gypted that. He gypted them. I don't get that. I don't get that one.
Egypt.
Yeah. But I don't get it as... What's that got to do with enough? I get the pun. I don't get why it's a joke. I might just be stupid. Definitely.
Yeah.
When does a joke become a sad joke? When it becomes apparent. Do you mean a dad joke? Or do you mean a sad joke? I heard Mrs. Sick likes to pluck a bone. No, well, she likes to stretch it out and twang it. Bong, 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 bong. It's like a bass guitar. Mozart used to compose great music. Now he's decomposing. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, oh my God.
Are we on full fucking bad joke day today? My cure for snoring is to drink enough that I don't wake myself up. I mean, that's a good... Do you mean he gypped? But I don't know. I might have a different definition for gypped. If it weren't for Thomas Edison, we'd all be watching TV by candlelight. That's a really fucking old joke. Oh my God. I mean, fair enough. Brain removal has been practiced for a long time. Just look at the government. Well, I'm not. I'm talking about teleporting one's brain out of a body to another location.
It's nice to
I'm
see.
relatively sure that that doesn't happen.
It's nice to see Mrs. Hick has a full set of armor. In some worlds, women only need a very small amount of armor, apparently.
Also, sorry for
The
punching
main thing
the mic.
is I am terrible at drawing tits. So if I was going to make smaller armor, I'd have to draw more tit. So that's my reason for having more armor.
Well, at least this one has two boobs.
Yeah, the other one
She
had
drew
like...
an old one and she forgot to draw one of the boobs entirely. It was...
No, I did another... I didn't forget. It was just a lot smaller than the other one. It was lopsided.
I thought you just didn't draw it.
No.
I'm pretty sure you just didn't draw it. You just drew a straight line and
I don't know.
forgot.
I do get distracted and I forget to draw things. So
Oh. Believe in yourself. Someone has to. Well, I don't believe in myself, so no one has to. American television can warp one's brain out of their head, I suppose, but the meat is still there technically. Oh God, I'm starting to get goopy. What's going on? Am I getting poorly? I better not be getting poorly. I'll be mad. Oh, both the kids were incredibly sick last week, or was it the week before?
week before.
Recently, too recently, and it would be just like them to make me poorly after the fact. If pro is the opposite of con, what's the opposite of progress? Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. But, yeah. Right. It's good. We need a subject. We need something to talk about because I can't just do...
Danger sniffles.
Yeah, I like the term danger sniffles. That's what COVID is. And that's not me. That is me being dismissive in one sense because I'm dismissive of everything. But
I should tell my sister.
your sister has the danger sniffles.
She got the coov, yes.
Yeah, which is kind of bad, but she seems to be okay. Please sell your snot rags. God no.
Oh God. Oh God, I can't imagine. The idea of just buying that. Ugh.
The difference between armor and arms. Armor is defensive. Arms are offensive. Armpits are even worse.
Armpits above.
Week before sick. Come on, keep up. I can't remember. Do you know how fucking fast time goes for me now? It's ridiculous.
I lose track of time so easily. My time scale management is non-existent. Things happen and I react to them. I have no idea what time it is.
Wow, time flown by when being wasted. I've totally followed you for about 2 years. Also, I have seen all your vids by now. You poor thing. I can't remember half of my videos. In fact, I can barely remember anything beyond like 2 weeks ago. Obviously, because we've just demonstrated that I can't remember 2 weeks ago.
What's the most trouble you've been in grade school?
Which one's grade school?
Primary school.
God, I can't remember. But just having kids now, it's so somewhat amusing in some sense and really frustrating in others how they get upset about things that don't fucking matter. Now, I get that it matters to them and it's very important to them, but like today, one of my kids was having beans and sausages, a very delicious dish, and she'd cut up her she'd cut up her sausages and put it on the plate. And all I asked was, why had she done that? And she got really upset about it, as if I'd run in, flipped the table over and gone, why have you done this? I was just like, why did you do that? I wanted to know. I was curious. And it was the end of the world. And just the things that kids find.
Number 2, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, she's been very sensitive today. Everything I've been asking her questions, she's like crying about. I think she's just having a sensitive day.
All right, okay. But yeah, it blows my mind, some of the things that just upset a child. So, dude, it's fine. Trust me, things
It's
get
like-
so much worse from here.
Yeah, it's like six things. Six things today have made it like full on, like ugly cry. Yeah.
Saw it, wanted it, bought it, used it once, kept it in my house for 10 years, gave it away.
Okay.
That is a lot of things. I'm quite good at reusing stuff, though, especially when it comes to computers. Almost all of the computers that I've owned in the last 10 years are still in this house, and most of them are being used on a regular basis because they just get handed down, handed down, handed down. Replaying Modern Warfare 2, you played it in the first place? Not a fan of the old COD, but you do you. Whiskey puts everything into perspective. That is true. The perspective being, fucking hell, I'm fucking smashed, mate. Oh, man. I've only subbed a couple of months back, but it has been a right laugh. Who's next in the chopping block? Many people. Next is a subjective word. You mean bangers and beans? No, I mean sausages and beans. Like, bangers goes with mash. Otherwise, it's just sausages and beans. Yeah? Got to understand that. Cersei, conceived, where was you? What?
I
don't know. Ask
in
Mrs.
front-
Six some questions because I really need a piss.
So Cersei was conceived in front of a computer. It was an idea.
Cersei was
When you were just a glint in your mother's eye.
I'm just made of jizz. Be entertaining.
I'm not good at being entertaining. This is your job, not mine. Put what creatine? Creatine? Is that protein stuff that people have? You should put it in your whiskey apparently. Yeah, he said what the fuck. A clam hammer. That is one of my favourite ones though. I think we've been playing a lot of Elden Ring and because of the Scarlet Rot, I keep wanting to call my period a Scarlet Rot. Because it's fucking gross and it annoys him. Most things, but anything about periods, you go, oh, for God's sake.
When you go out of your way to be as disgusting as possible. Yeah,
we can hear you pissing.
I'm not a 14-year-old. Well, enjoy. I'm not a 14-year-old. I'm not bothered by periods, but you go out of your way to be as disgusting as possible when you talk about yours.
I'm trying to be like a late 80s, early 90s comedian female, so
yeah. So when she says stuff like the Scarlet Rot, that is a brutal description.
Is he wanking again?
Wanking? I've never wanked in my life. I've always heard that if you are starting to feel sick, you should have a shot of alcohol to get over it quickly. But considering Cedric lives on whiskey and is feeling ill, that must not be true. Of course it's not fucking true. I hope that you've never considered that actually genuinely like a good point, because it isn't. Weakening your immune system, which alcohol does, is not how you get better. I love your voice, Mrs. Sick.
You need to get your ears checked, mate.
Scarlet Rock is hilarious. Is it the reddest rock of all? Ah.
When's Boomstaff period? Sorry, ha 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 ha.
Okay.
I'm not even going to answer that because of that.
Creatine, the white powder. Yeah, the protein powder. I have no idea. Like, I've never consumed that stuff. It's like
I don't know. I don't need
do you
it.
drink? Do you turn it into a drink? I don't fucking know. But
It's to build muscle mass, isn't it? But
no, it's,
I don't.
No. It's to build fat. It makes you fat.
Well, yeah, it's.
And then you work out.
Yeah, but I can get fat by other means. I don't need to have white powder
I
to do
assume
that.
it's a very cheap way. Or I assume that it's supposed to be a cheap way, but it isn't, because that's how it usually works. I'm late, but it's okay. I'm never on time, so I guess I am on time. Well, there you go. Well done. That which doesn't kill you only makes it easier for the next attempt. I mean, usually it makes you weak as a kitten. Blow off your kneecaps. Doesn't kill me, makes you me stronger. I mean, you're not going to walk much.
I don't... Mrs. Six, stand up. My vag is so bloody. I don't call it a vag. I'm not a teenager.
She calls it a vach. Because she's fancy.
Vag.
This is my vach. Enjoy.
So dumb.
When I was little, my dad would give us a spoonful of scotch for colds, earache, whatever. Yeah, it was to... It doesn't make you better. It makes you bleary. It makes you less capable of giving a shit about being sick. But better is not right. Like, as an adult, you want to get over it as soon as possible. And the only thing that whiskey can be useful for in terms of genuine sickness is to have a hot toddy, which involves... Or any strong alcohol will do the job. But obviously whiskey is delicious and superior. But honey, lemon, whiskey, sometimes some herbs, but you don't really need to. But the honey, lemon, and whiskey is the main sort of ingredients, and it makes it bind to your throat and can kill off some of the bacteria. But it's not amazing.
No, I don't even call it a fanny.
Fanny
I don't know.
Is an odd word.
Most of the time, I just say my bits because it's easier. But if I'm trying to go out my way to annoy people or gross them out, it like clunge, minge,
flange,
me cunt.
Eat kale, stay fit, die anyway. Well, there are those people who are going out of their way to try and be like hyper healthy in order to live as long as possible.
Yeah, they end up doing serious damage to themselves.
They can often do that, but they're like waiting, trying to survive until eternal life is invented, effectively. And I reckon they're going to be pretty fucking disappointed. They're all convinced that it's like five minutes around the corner, any second now, and it definitely isn't.
Casserole of nonsense. That's what I should call my bits.
I mean, that's a heck of a term for the vagine. The casserole of nonsense. Honey, do you create your own bees? I mean, only from my ass.
That explains all the buzzing in the bathroom.
Don't fucking say his name. He might turn up.
Oh, he's like Tusk, isn't he? You say his name 3 times, he appears.
No, although speaking of that individual, someone who's trying to convert me, they sent me messages on Twitter. And they sent me this video as an attempt to convert me. And it was the most insane thing I've ever fucking seen. And I use that word very literally. It was an atheism conversion story, and it was completely bonkers. Like, I don't even know if I can make a video out of it. I might try it, because on its own, it's just insanity. But in the context of someone trying to use it to convert me to their beliefs, it is fucking hysterically funny. I was pissing my pants laughing just from the concept that this guy sat there, watched this video all the way through and thought, yeah, that'll tell him. Fucking unbelievable. We'll have to see about that though, because I'm not sure. It might just remain something that I personally found really fucking funny, but I was cacking my pants. It was great. Someone's trying to summon Beetlejuice, but you said the last one without a capitalized B, so that doesn't count as actually his name. That's not a name, that's just a word now. So you fucked it up.
That's like a beverage.
What, a Beetlejuice?
Yeah.
Yeah, people try to convert me semi-regularly. It's interesting. like I was thinking about calling people who try to get me to follow their way of thinking, but they're always so bad at it. So many people, like, they're awful at it, and it annoys me. And I'm thinking of calling them all Fridas, because there's a character in Futurama called Frida Waterfall, who is an activist who talks almost exclusively in very bad slogans and shouts them through a megaphone. And at one point, Fry, effectively the main guy, grabs her and shouts, "Stop making your point so ineffectually," and it always amused the piss out of me. So yeah, I maybe try and popularize the term Fridas for people who try to do activism badly, because it's mostly just fucking annoying. That's what most people, when they try and evangelize to you, and it's just irritating, and it just, be better at it, for the love of fucking Christ.
How many beetles do you need for a beetle? A litre of beetles? 1.
1 litre of Beatles, please.
Just 1 beetle.
You don't summon sick, he just drains your whiskey. This is true. I come to your house, drink all your whiskey, and just leave.
Like Santa.
You summon me when you fail to capitalize your chance correctly. You better have weed. Depends on the size and juiciness of the beetles being squeezed. Fresh squeezed beetle juice. That there definitely seems to be like some Pepperidge Farm style. Do you remember when beetle juice used to be freshly squeezed? We don't, because who the fuck drinks beetle juice? That's fucking weird. Did anyone play Warhawk on PS3? Great game, so I overlooked. I never played it, but I was aware of it. Was that like exclusively online? Capital letter matter to Certic? No, they never do. Spelling doesn't matter to me. I'm fucking awful at it.
It's terrible, isn't it?
God, the amount of fucking misspellings I've done in thumbnails and titles.
We kind of help each other out with that a little bit, though, because I'm quite competent at spelling, but I'm terrible at maths. And you're, like, pretty good at maths.
Like, so... I'm okay at spelling. I'm just not, like, fantastic at it. I make mistakes. Most of the time I don't, and then occasionally I do, and they're very obvious. Like, I don't know what to tell you. The colour red comes from the lac beetle. What? I can't tell if that's like
thank you.
somehow true. Like, there are lots of red things in the world. Or do you mean like the very specific, you know, the Adobe RGB, this is red and not like crimson or fucking mauve?
Evening, sir and Mrs. Sick, do you think Mickey Mouse owns a Matt Powell watch? Matt Powell has a Mickey Mouse watch.
Matt Powell is a child. Well, he looks like a child. I think that's the joke.
I'm not sure who he is, so...
You know who Matt Powell is? The guy who's like really lanky and he always stands in the woods.
that is a few of them.
A couple of them do stand in the woods a lot. I mean, the only other one I can think of is probably Svethruridge. And that guy is fucking nuts.
Yeah, it's a shame.
I know that there's a couple of the people I cover who you think kind of are good looking.
Some of them are attractive. It's a shame they're friggin' idiots.
It's like, I'd be so into you if you weren't so fucking profoundly dumb. Please answer this. Do you plan on doing a collab with Emma Thorne? That would be great. Do I plan on doing one? No. Would I? Sure. She seems like a laugh. We follow each other on the Twitters, and she seems like a half decent person, which is why she probably shouldn't do one with me.
want to keep a reputation
But
up.
if she wants to lower the quality of her content, then she knows where I am. Matt Powell is the most honest apologist and the tallest 12-year-old. An honest apologist. That is an interesting concept. Well, no, apologists can be honest. Creationists, on the other hand.
I'm trying to remember who Matt Powell is, and I have to look it up now.
Type in Matt Powell official to make sure you find him. Kent Hovind's boyfriend.
Yeah, that doesn't narrow it down for me.
Well, he has his son.
I am really bad at names. I'm better with faces.
Oh. I thought that the original identification of red colouring was from beetles, but now it's made synthetically because the yield is better.
Okay, I'm assuming it's not
no fucking idea.
I'm assuming it's not a Welsh rugby player.
Did you see the Professor Dave Flat Earth Dave debate? Was that supposed to have two Daves in it? I don't know. But no, I barely watch. So that's an important thing about me.
Him, right? Okay.
Yeah, you know exactly who it is now.
Now I know who he is. Yeah.
I hardly watch anyone who does anything even remotely similar to what I do, because I already do it. So watching other people is, well, the problem is when I watch a video like that, I sit and I fucking shout at the screen. So if I'm watching someone else make a video like that, then it's probably going to be on a piece of content that I haven't done yet. And then I start shouting at it, and then I'm like, I should be making a video on this, not watching this. So it kind of just ends up being I go and make a video instead. If I'm gonna watch something, it's either like long form reviews of games, getting to a ridiculous degree. They're getting like 5 hours long ones, mostly just so I can have something in the background, or Linus Tech Tips, because I watch almost everything that man puts out. I say that man is a fucking like 30 or 40 person organization now, which, yeah, it's actually someone. I don't want to say I see him as an inspiration or anything, but I definitely see what he's done, and I aspire to, at a very small degree, be as fractionally capable when it comes to the old UTUBs. Unfortunately, we all know who Matt Powell is. Yeah. And the real unfortunate thing is that apparently him and Kent either don't know who I am at all, which is the very big sad for me, or they do know and they won't respond to anything I've done on them, which is...
Well, you're not angry, so...
Yeah, loads of people aren't. Like, fucking... They constantly do stuff on Emma Thorne and constantly do stuff on Paul Augier and a number of other people who don't do it angrily. Like, I probably am angrier as a personality as them. I think it's because they know I will just take the piss out of them to death.
Does Paul Augier have a face on camera, though?
Sometimes.
That's probably why. You're not a person to them. You are a...
Maybe.
You're a character.
But I was hoping that they would like see that it's a crusader and make the shit argument that but you have a crusader though. Okay, and what does that mean? Yeah, shut the fuck up.
It's because knights are cool.
Knights are cool. If you're ever in the USA, just to eat anything with red food colouring. It's banned in the rest of the world. Enough of it, because causes hallucinogen and definitely gets you high. So just eat all the red food. That's fucking fascinating.
I just get a bottle of it and just...
Yeah, Simon Dan too. Like, I don't know if he never responds to people, but I'm sure I've seen him responding to Paul Augier without his face on screen. I don't know. I would find it hilarious if he like doesn't want to respond to me because he thinks I will mock him to death, or I'll be sad if he's just somehow never heard of me. you know, that is, I would love him to bully me.
Would you do a big cry?
I would cry so hard because he's so clever with the big Brian, and it would just destroy me, and I would be the big sad and go to creationism because I am very stupid and dumb. I mean, smart. I mean, I don't know. Whatever gets him to fucking whack an atheist on me, because that would be fucking hysterically funny. Kent has never whacked Cirsic. That's a rare privilege. Is it a rare privilege that I haven't? Because I'm genuinely cut up about not having it happen.
Maybe it's because you want it to happen.
But I've it's been a long time. I've wanted it to. Do you mean that I'm saying that I want it to happen, or that just because I want it to happen? Like from a universal
you've
perspective.
been saying it, you want it to happen.
I haven't really been like, I've been trying to get it to happen for way longer than I've been saying that I want it to happen. Like significantly long. Like I've been trying to get it to happen for fucking years, and it just hasn't. And I got
sad.
I got over it.
Sad, mad.
Now I think you should all make accounts where you pretend to be creationists and send them all my videos and go, this guy, I think he would be really easy for you to debug. And it would be fucking hysterical.
Make sure you put debug as well.
Debug. Cirsic face reveal? No, you don't want to see that shit. And again, somewhere between 1 million and 10 million. Probably closer to the 10 million. There is a flavouring used in ice cream called castoreum, extracted from the arse of a beaver.
Oh, isn't that one that's supposed to be like vanilla flavouring?
But beaver ass is delicious.
I must
That's
say.
why I can't stop eating beaver ass. Oh fucking hell, this is delicious. The thing is, people get squeamish about that shit. It's a chemical. You know, is it extracted from the arse of a beaver? I mean, even if it is, it would still be a chemical. Like the concept that I fucking hate it when people say things like, no, it's full of chemicals. It's like, of course it fucking is. It exists as a physical object. And the other one is that if you can't pronounce it, then you shouldn't fucking consume it. And like,
yeah, but humans gave it that name, so
A, humans gave it that name, and B, I'm sure there's shitloads of stuff that you eat all the time that has chemical names that you couldn't fucking pronounce.
I have a great way as well. If you can't pronounce it, you go on Google, right? And you put how to pronounce. And then you put it.
You, and it's easy.
Yeah, and then you can listen to it and it helps you pronounce things.
Hello, Cirsic and Mzic. Oh, brutal.
I'm not from the 80s, darling.
It's kind of late over here and have to go soon, but just wanted to say, really enjoy your content. Thank you. Zamet Gaming.
You're welcome. It's not my content.
It's a tiny bit your content.
No, it's not.
You occasionally do funny pictures and make me flop around like a fish, which I found that particularly amusing. The thing is, when
a lot of it comes from me being extremely bored while editing, and I'm like, I have to do something weird.
Well, that's one of the things. Like, I might give like an idea. I tag in the video, this is a part where I think you could do something, and then if she sees something that she can do, what?
Andrew, is it Mississippi professional tennis player that left arm is hulked out? Now I can't unsee. I'm gonna have to do more artwork now.
What the fuck?
Like, I put it like that's supposed to be like the chainmail is sort of rolled up. Now it yeah, I have a wanking arm now. Great. I have to make new artwork now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and now I can't unsee it. So I have to make new artwork now.
To be fair, maybe the other half of you is just really far away.
You're making me do more work. Thanks.
Cirsic and Spoonstuff equal essential viewing. I mean, one more than the other. Spoonstuff is actually good. You don't know that food safety completely hinges on how hard its name is to say. Exactly. I mean, that's how the FDA approves things. It's like, I can't fucking say that. Disapproved. Better living through chemistry should be you can only live through chemistry. Exactly. You literally breathe in chemistry and everything is chemistry. And you're a fucking idiot if you think anything else is true. Oh, that fuck it. It's still not easy for non-Welsh people to say land fair for non-drop will just go.
Yeah, there's a lot of guttural noises in Welsh.
I know. I can't unsee it either. I feel the pain. She's just very far away at the side. It's fine.
No, it's bothering the crap out of me now. I'm starting to see the flaw, and it's like, yeah, I need to make it again.
You could always watch auto-generated closed captions on videos of people with a bit of an accent if you're bored. I mean, I know that the closed captions on these are generally fine for me and fucking gibberitic for you.
Yeah, closed captions usually says some proper random crap for me.
I don't make enough brain chemicals, or make too many. The jury is still out. Oh. THC does FA for me. Oh, fuck all. Right, okay. Cool. Good news, everyone. Do they extract the chemical with the consent of the beaver? If not, someone should notify the local police immediately. I mean, I imagine the beavers kind of get a kick out of it. Can Creaky Blinder actually say that? That's a fucking question.
Ooh,
I bet he can.
Ooh.
I bet it's one of those things that gets taught in,
you probably get
in
taught.
Welsh school.
Yeah, just like, this is how you confound the Englishman.
We will continue to speak the Welsh in order
you got a Welsh school.
Confound the Englishman.
I love it though. You got a Welsh school and you don't learn anything except for this.
And then in Scotland, they're just too busy getting into fights.
I was going to say doing heroin, but never mind.
No, that's only in Glasgow. Most people in the States can't pronounce simple words. Wash instead of wash. Fur instead of for. Well, that's just a dialect. That's not fair. I mean, I get given shit all the time because I say nuclear when it's
nuclear.
Nuclear. But I say nuclear. Often, because that's just how I've always said it.
Nuclear. I say it for nuclear. That's just what it is for me.
I mean, aluminium doesn't come up a lot in my videos, but I imagine that people would get really mad at me for that as well. I love Mrs. Six drawings and spot them at once. The Astral Burglar video as well. Did you send that to me? I know some people send me stuff. I never remember who it was. They just get added to a list.
There's heroin in Edinburgh as well.
Do you know what? I've been to a few places in Scotland, but I spent a bit of time in Edinburgh, and it was so confusing just how many people just sounded like me. Like, I'm nuclear, according to Homer. Nuclear. Yeah, people get really fucking upset about that. That's one of the things that drives me fucking mental as well, is just people who... So, you say something incorrectly, and they say, therefore, everything you say is now just completely worthless.
Oh, you mean because of your accent?
Or anything. Like...
Oh, I'm mispronouncing a word.
Nuclear is just wrong. Nuclear is how it's supposed to be pronounced. And I'm fucking that up because I've always said it like that. But to then go, therefore, everything you say has no value, is the opinion of an idiot. Now, theoretically, that's me saying, but there's a difference. One's a word and another one is an opinion about how people aren't allowed to be wrong without being... They can't be right about other things because they're wrong about one thing. That makes you really, really fucking stupid. Aluminum was some sort of transcription error made in the US. I mean, that doesn't surprise me. Nuclear. What about nucleus? Nucleus. Nuclear. Just say Godzilla juice instead of Godzilla juice instead of
The G
nuclear.
juice.
I like that. Godzilla juice. New Cletus. Cletus, I need a new one of you. Yeah, I did send it. Yeah, I should make a warning to people who send me stuff that I am almost certainly not going to remember that it was you who did it. The only reason that I'll remember that certain person trying to change my opinion sent me the fucking bonkers video is just because the context is what makes that so funny. You want to go to Morningside in Edinburgh, as they say there, all fur coat and name knickers. Is it name knickers or nay knickers? All fur coat and nay knickers. Probably.
What the fuck with that accent?
What?
You went a bit weird then.
You went weird.
No, I have this accent and that's it. I'm stuck with this.
By gum, we
Yeah.
had a right good dough.
I'm stuck with this one. I can't do accents.
Our kids constantly roast their mummy
God.
about her accent.
They love to...
Hello, mummy. Because they talk more like me.
Yeah, like, hello, mummy. Do you want an hug?
Never even encouraged that. That just came out of
No,
nowhere.
they do it themselves.
I encourage it now because it's fucking hysterical. But at the end of the day, I'm in a house surrounded by women. So, you know, there has to be a bit of give and take. You know, your side, mostly ladies. But then the kids, we're mostly Southerners. So it works out in the end. I just explained almin. Is that like almond? Well, no, it was original aluminum everywhere, but then the discoverer decided to go all Latinesque and switch to aluminium, and the US never got the memo. Well, it was the discoverer's decision, so you can all fuck off. Amazing day. God doesn't real. I mean, that's probably true. I had someone get mad at me using the term. I don't know if they were mad or if they just didn't understand the concept, but the fact that I said that God was unfalsifiable, and they thought that that meant that, oh, that just means it's 50-50. And it's like, no, when I call something unfalsifiable, I'm saying that it's effectively meaningless. It's effectively a pointless thing. In science, things that are unfalsifiable have no way to prove them. Therefore, you might as well kind of ignore them. Nuclear. I agree with Cirsic, but Cirsic is one of the few using a broader part of the English language than most. I've had to look up words, and that is rare for me. Do I use a broader part of the English language than most? I mean, I do like words. Of all the things that I was good at school, it was English and poetry, apparently. Like, I was actually really good at poetry, which is, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
One thing that gets me is I tend to know the meaning of, I tend to put words in the right context, and I don't really know the meaning of it, which is a weird one for me.
Well, when you hear someone use a word in the right context, you get a concept.
I don't know. I think I parrot a lot, to be honest.
That's the great thing. Amazing, you can't prove a negative, but you go right ahead and prove your invisible friends exist. Yeah. Oh, everyone's just going in for Strom, so I'm going to let them enjoy that. If you have to ask those questions... come on! Talk to me! Strom can have his fun elsewhere. Teenage emo... I wasn't an emo. I was never an emo. I'm far too fucking old to be emo.
I was.
I wasn't even goth at the time. I didn't know what I was. When I was at school, I was just sort of...
Oh, I went through so many phases.
I was a metalhead, and that was about it. But it didn't really mean anything.
I went through so many.
I just liked heavy metal. Because I was just part of... I was part of the sort of larger... conglomeration out crowd who all just sort of spoke to each other, and then there was the various in crowds who dotted about and were kind of sad when you think about it now. I mean, obviously, I'm going to think whoever I hung out with was better than everyone else because, you know, we were. When I got older, and I started going out clubbing, I was more of a, you might call like, I called it posh goth, which is to say I didn't do makeup, really. I did fingernail polish, black, obviously, because who wouldn't? And then I would just wear suits and then go clubbing.
You do look good in a suit, though.
I look fucking amazing
You
in a
do.
suit.
It's probably got what caught me with you first. Though. It's like everyone else says like band shirts and stuff like that, and you're there in a waistcoat.
Yeah. That explains the helmet. Hey, just painting the helmet in black fingernail paint.
God's sake.
Yeah, I mean, but it was just, it was a particular style. I just went out to rock clubs and I would wear nice clothes and it was fun. You went out clubbing, seals or old ladies? Well, a little bit of both. The thing about seals and old ladies is they're both very slow on land. I mean, old ladies, God, once they get in the water though, they're fucking gone. I love how we're all ignoring sick now. Thanks for that. I used to go clubbing back in the day. The police had words. Head to toe in all black. Mrs. Sick, we need a new picture for the video. Well, I don't dress like that. I'm actually, to be fair, I'm literally sat in a black t-shirt with black pants on. I still wear quite a lot of black. It's slimming.
Occasionally,
I'm quite fat.
Occasionally, you do wear a different colour.
Occasionally.
But usually you wear black.
I don't do it on purpose. I've got some green pants.
I think it's the.
And I've got some grey. I've got grey shorts.
They're like grey green. They're basically grey.
They're green. They're very green.
No.
They're not like bright green.
Oh God, I love some bright. I love bright colours though.
Sorry, I missed a lot, kids. How many piercings do you both have? I only have one.
One.
But you've got your ears pierced.
No.
You don't have your ears pierced?
No.
Really?
No.
I always assumed you did. It's just your lip.
How long have you been with me?
For a long time, and I didn't.
Wow.
I guess I just assumed.
My ears are fucking huge as well. I have like mouse ears, right? And you have never seen my ear. You like my earlobes as well.
I don't know how I didn't fucking realise that.
Because you've like tugged on my earlobes before loads of times, and they've never had earrings in them.
I guess it's just an assumption.
Like I had my ears pierced as a kid, and I got allergic to it because I'm allergic to nickel.
So you have holes in your ears.
Yeah, I have infected healed holes because my mum.
Right. So everything you just said isn't fucking true.
Yeah, but since I've been with you,
you've never put earrings in your ear holes, but your ears are in fact pierced.
They're not.
They are.
They're healed.
But you can see the holes.
No, you can't see the holes.
I'm pretty sure you can see the holes.
Look.
Yeah, I can't.
You can't see them.
I love the fact that I'm fucking miles. We'll have to check this later, and if I can see the holes.
Oh my God, I'm going up to you because it's pissing me off.
If I can see them. Right, I'm gonna get my phone out. Well, I'm pretty sure I can already. Yeah, I can see it. It's there.
It's not a hole though.
Yeah, but it's a piercing point.
It's not a hole. You said hole. It's not a hole.
You're a hole. You're a hole.
You're a fucking a-hole.
Yeah. So what we've discovered here is I was right.
Never trust a woman with an infected hole.
Oh my God. But yeah, I am definitely right.
But no, I was allergic. I'm allergic to cheap earrings because I'm allergic to nickel. So I got a massive infection.
I still count my ear as pierced, but I have my lip pierced. A thing in it in ages. I should probably
Yeah.
stick a new hole in it.
But one thing is, like, we don't have tattoos.
No.
And
Which is very unusual.
We're very different from all our friends, and it's unusual.
The thing is, so many people have tattoos these days.
A lot of people,
and
yeah.
We're not making a judgment. We're not saying we're bad. It's just my personal view was I never found something that I was so into that I was like, I need to have this seared into my flesh. And I have such a lack of confidence that I will remain into something.
Yeah, me too.
I can't do it.
I like when
I didn't buy her fucking earrings.
When I turned 18, before I was 18, I was like, oh, I'll wait until I'm 18. Maybe I'll find something by then. And then I hit 18. I'm like, no, I ain't found anything. Oh, I'll get my kids' names or whatever. And then they came along. I was like, I remember their names. I don't need to write them down.
Still, the funniest tattoo to me was just a guy just put his name on his arm, and I was so fucking baffled by why did you do that? It was because it's there. It's like, what, do you forget your fucking name? Like, he had a 4-letter long name, and I just like Bill. I'm not gonna say what it is, but imagine you just had Bill up your arm, and it was like if your palm is flat.
Was it like chunky lettering as well?
Big. Oh yeah, all the way up his arm.
Why?
Like B-I-L-L. And it was fucking enormous. And I'm like, what, do you just like walk in places and people go, how are you doing? What's your name then? And you go, oh, it's Bill. Actually, one of my favourite jokes is guy, every time someone asks his name, he go, so why do you do that every time someone asks your name? Well, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you.
Oh, I have scars. I have like quite a large.
Right, keep talking. I need a piss.
I have quite a large scar because I had a traffic accident.
She had a fight with a truck.
Yeah, and when I was a kid, so luckily my bones were soft enough still that I didn't actually break any bones, but I had I had loads of muscle damage and tissue damage and nerve damage and stuff, and it fucked my arm up completely. And it took me quite a while. I still haven't got full range of movement in it, but yeah, I completely fucked my arm up. And they were like, "Oh, do you want it grafted so you know cover the scar up?" And I was like, why have another surgery just to cover it up? Because you can, I notice it, and I think some people, I don't think most people notice it unless I point it out. So, but yeah, I have like one on my forehead as well, where I cracked my head against a table when I was a toddler, and yeah, just little things like that. But I never broken a bone though. I'm I'm glad that I haven't had a bone issue, because that sounds absolutely terrifying. I think 6 has broken a bone before though.
You what?
You've broken a bone before.
Yeah.
Was it your arm or your leg? I can't remember.
It was my leg. I smashed it while skiing. Because apparently when we were kids, we were fancy. And then that stopped pretty sharpish. Yeah. Skiing down a hill. Took the same route multiple times. And then I somehow crashed into the back of this little kid. But he remained fully upright and just skied on down the hill, and I was smashed and snapped on the floor in agony. It was not fun. If there is no sin, then what did the Pet Shop Boys sing about? You guys have proof that nature can create information in code. Define information in code. Most of what is in your genetic information is spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Yeah, evolution can absolutely produce. I'm very glad that you've just shown yourself to be.
Did you eat my spaghetti?
So I'm assuming you don't like evolution, which really doesn't help your case, dude.
This is it. Born in December. No.
No. Why would she be? Certainly not on the 25th. She's not the second coming of Christ or anything like that.
Oh God, I'd love to be Christ. It means I won't have to fucking do anything because people just do stuff for me.
I don't know. Everyone would be asking you for magic tricks all the time.
That's fine. If I have the ability to do it, I might as well.
Yeah, but even simple tasks, you're like, oh, I can't be bothered.
Yeah, but you're just like, is that like the one where there's the wizard and he's like, because he has to make the bed magically.
He's just like,
his wrist. Flicks his wrist and goes, Ugh!
Oh. It's just teenage wizard. I've got one right here. There you go.
Thank you for the cock.
You're welcome for my cock. Oh.
Ow, my nails. Ah.
It's not tidy as bloody computer. Yeah, it's nowhere near as tidy as computer code. It literally is code. It literally isn't, but you know. If you're Christ, then we need to have words from Darth Jesus.
Oh right.
But you're just a different Jesus.
He did actually do a super chat.
Who?
I can't pronounce it.
Strom. Oh yeah, I know. I ignored it.
I thought I missed it.
Well, clearly you did.
Something about being in heaven. I'm going to the void. That's where I'm going.
Oh God, I hope so.
Oh God, it sounds amazing, doesn't it?
Just an end of everything.
Just nothingness. Oh.
It'd be like, finally, fucking hell. I love scars more than tattoos. They are a moment in time. Tats are the idea afterwards. I don't know. No. I'd rather not have any scars. Oh.
This is just a personal thing. Like, I prefer tattoos to have a meaning because you put that much money and that effort and the pain to go through it in order to have something like that permanently on your skin. Having meaning to it would be nice, but then there's people going, oh yeah, I got like a monkey pointing to my boob, and I'm like, why?
I just like the Chinese lettering that just says, please pick from one of the below tattoos.
Like noodles.
One of my favorite things is if Chinese people got English tattoos and it just says water. How fucking stupid you would look. Right, never assume
sparkling water. That'd be good.
Yeah, you'd have to be 100% sure. Like, it'd be one thing. Like, I used to be really into a kanji symbol. I think it was kanji. I could be wrong because I'm not that bright. But basically, if you know anything about Street Fighter, I was well into Akuma / Goiki or Goki or whatever the fuck his, Japanese name
Goji.
is. It's got a K in it.
Oh man, not Goji
then. And he had a symbol on his back, which was, I think it was a 10. I could be wrong.
It's a symbol, and he points to it.
But it's a symbol on him, and I could take that symbol and have it as a tattoo, and I'd go, it's Akuma's symbol.
And then you can just
like,
go...
That's
yeah, but
that's not a good reason to get a tattoo.
What if he said, like, banana?
Then the entire fucking Street Fighter franchise has the embodiment of power and sort of hatred, who also has a sign on his back that says banana.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fucking brilliant when you put it that way. Yeah, Goiki or Goki. I don't know how it's pronounced. And then you don't know what code is, Strom. Like, you might need to look into the definitions of things and like understand them. If we're talking like in a similar sense of computer code. And the ignoring of sick continues. My Japanese tat says, I don't know what this says in Korean.
That's That's beautiful.
That is a thing of. And I'm super intelligent. Oh, see.
There's this
Anybody who says that they're super intelligent is probably
this
thick as shit.
there's popular YouTuber who does like multiple languages, and he like studied Mandarin for like 10 years.
Yeah.
And he went round like Chinese sort of areas with a shirt on that had symbols that basically just said foreigner. And he went round to see if anybody like told him, to see if they would like point out like, do you know what's on your shirt? But some of them did. They went, I like your shirt.
It's very literal.
Yeah. And it's like, well, people keep calling me it, so I put it on a shirt.
Not bothered by disagreement. It's when you're wrong, dude. So stop being wrong, and then we can have an actual conversation, which obviously isn't going to happen because apparently you don't know shit and you think you're intelligent.
Oh my god. Internet comment etiquette. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a
He's
while
still
ago.
going.
He's still going.
Of course he is.
I have to watch. I keep forgetting. Like, you forget, you just lose track of stuff,
It's
don't
one of
you?
the things about YouTubins and YouTubers is that, like, the amount of people that I really like to watch that just disappear off my radar.
Yeah.
And it's very frustrating. Because at the end of the day, I clicked subscribe because I want to know what they're doing. Now, you can... It's not even about that, because YouTube doesn't actually hide it from you. It gives you its recommended. And its recommended changes to some pretty wild shit. But, wait, is he a troll? I don't think so. Oh, Robert L.
Depends what he deleted.
Robert, I'm sorry, man. You knew the rules.
Yeah, but it depends what he deleted.
He deleted I can go all day.
Ah, right. Dude, yeah, you can't, like...
Sorry, Robert. You're losing the wrench. I did tell you. You use it, you lose it.
Was it worth it, Robert?
Was it worth it? I hope it was worth it. I just had to do it. Well, I just had to do what I've said. $20 will get you a new one, though, so, you know. That is still really funny, but you shouldn't have done it. It's not cool. I don't want to say Strom has a right to be here. He is allowed, like all humans, to exist on my earth.
You can spread your bullshit wherever you want. I don't fucking care.
Well, as the only thing that I don't like is actual literal spam, or people who just copy pasta their sayings over and over and over again. That shit is incredibly tedious and obviously annoying. Wrench me! I promise to drink whiskey and do nothing. Okay, so we might need to explain the rules to a few new people. I will give you a wrench if you ask for a wrench in a super chat worth $20. And if you use it, you lose it.
The reason with this is people a very long time ago kept saying like the lack of moderators that are on, like, because most streams that they go on, everybody's got a wrench.
Yeah. And I never liked that. And I always saw it kind of pointless.
Yeah, we don't do that. So to make you special...
Yeah, the main reason to do it was to make people special. Like, I would ask, if I went onto a stream and someone had everyone as a wrench, I would ask to be removed from being a wrench so that I would be special because I'm that kind of guy. But, yeah. No, it wasn't because you reported him for spam. Robert L., naughty boy, used his wrench.
Yeah, the whole point is, unless you're using it to get rid of spam,
as a general rule, you don't. I will get rid of spam because I'll see it and I'll get rid of it, and it's not that complicated. But if I ask you to do something, and if you ask me, because one of the things is you can't share links without being a moderator, so that is another reason. If you didn't realize that and you shared a link as a moderator, you get like a free go on that. But if I know that you know, then you get told off. But yeah.
Yeah, you're allowed to
I mean, the
have...
rules change because I'm a dictator, not a fucking democracy. Can I pay you $40 at once and still keep it? No. If you pay $40 and then you use it, you lose it. Because that means I have to fucking keep track of it, which is not going to happen. You pay $20, you get it. You pay more than $20 and you ask for it. That's an important part. You have to, yeah. So you pay $20, ask for a wrench, you get a wrench. You use the powers of a wrench, you lose the wrench. And it's that simple.
Yeah, the wrench is to make you look special, not that you are special.
Because as it is, I don't really need a moderator yet. As soon as I use mine and throw you another dub, you can do that. You shouldn't. Because if you annoy me enough, then I start taking actions. No free ghost for links. No exceptions. Dave, mate.
We have had
my rules are whatever the fuck I want.
Sure we've
had dictator.
I'm sure we've had someone before that used it and then paid again to have it again because they were like, yeah, it was worth it.
How is he a dictator? This is his channel. That's exactly what makes me a dictator. Like, you could have someone have a channel on the OTubs and it be see my wrench. Still got my whiskey club badge. Yeah. You pay $20 to follow 6 rule. Get your wrench, people. It's basically...
I was due, okay.
You are amazing. Thank you, Duncan.
Thanks. You didn't say that you wanted one, though.
I hope you don't want a wrench, because that's not going to get you one. Just to make it clear, I have made this very clear.
You have to ask
$20,
for it.
And the word... Basically, you have to ask for a wrench. And let's be fair, the word wrench will be the word that counts. Oh, no. Oh, it's just seen something gross in my... oh, no, there we go.
Oh, he asked for it for after the fact, though.
I do enjoy timing out Strum. Because it never is not funny after it sets back up. If you like science stuff, you should read the sci-fi books of H.G. Wells. I'm aware of H.G. Wells. I'm not sure of many people who aren't. I thought it was to help on chat questions or tell chatters rules. What specifically?
What, being wrenched?
I'm waiting for Skeptical to buy a wrench. That would be fucking hilarious. If this is a dictatorship, what am I going to do with all the vote for Sir Sick posters I got? They make for excellent toilet paper, I'm sure. But I paid you yesterday when you were really, really drunk and not streaming.
What's it? You tiny him out and I get my wrench removed. Yeah. He's allowed to. It's his channel.
I know. Should I remove my wrench? Oh, wait. I don't fucking need one. The stream goes great with some whiskey. It does. To be fair. I mean, to be fair, I'm not fair. Yeah, I do enjoy being the dictator. Wrench, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing on Sir Six channel. Yeah, I have a certain disdain for the wrench. He did mention that he is the dictator. But yeah. I don't get the point, so I made it. Well, it started off because I would get really, really drunk in stream, and I thought it was funny, and now it's just become basically the rules of the stream. You know, I like money though, and you know, Fanny.
Oh, fuck's it, Fanny.
He doesn't. He doesn't want.
Another rule is what you can pay me to say words because people like my accent.
Well, that. Oh God, that is the ancient rule.
Yeah.
was the pay money to get Mrs. Sick to say words. I'd forgotten about that one.
Like, you don't realise how much it fucking annoys me, but you did pay, so
Jokes
I am a
on
whore
us.
to the system.
Skeptic is Mrs. Sick or Mrs. Sick. I don't know which one. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. The Weird and Wonderful makes a good point. Does anyone have anything interesting to talk about? Give us a topic. Give us something to muse on. And if you think the wrench talk is going on too long, The Weird and the Wonderful, why don't you offer us some wonderful, weird topic to talk about? Be the change you want to see. Ironically, Sessik, is God here?
Yeah, hi. Sup?
You got 30 koala bugs, though. I mean, I do enjoy a good koala bug. There we go. Oh, you slag. You want me to talk about spirit signs? What am I supposed to say?
Why?
There you go. That is my entire fucking conversation on spirit signs.
What's a queef? Right, so it's when
a mummy queef and a daddy queef. Wait, no.
So a queef is when you blink really fast.
You blink so fast it comes out as like a farting noise. But you're blinking from your vagina.
Yeah.
Oh. Any previews of upcoming vids? Well, theoretically, there are actually 5 in the pipe because I spent today writing one. I wouldn't normally on a Monday, but I just found something worth doing. I can't remember what half of them are.
The bestedest dill is your 7.
I just queefed so hard.
I got your 75,000 subscriber is the bestest dill.
I mean, I don't think that. Were you actually? I mean, I'm not sure. Repeat that went by. Sir Sick was on the water closet. I mean, I wasn't in it. I used to play synthesizers by ear. Now I use my hands.
Do you smoke?
Fuck me.
Do you smoke? No. Even though I want to.
I mean, Mrs. Sick, when she's drunk, Mrs. Sick will smoke the cigarettes. And I used to, but I very rarely now. Don't mind a good fucking fat cigar, though. That shit is lit.
No.
I'm just sitting here in my room alone, craving a whiskey, but then realised I'm not old enough to have one. Much sad. Oh, we got a baby! Ah, are we going to make fun of the baby?
Point and go, oh!
Oh, I did a baby. I would say I'm sorry, but I'm not. That hairstyle. Whose hairstyle? My hairstyle? My hair's just, like, long.
Mine's short. I'm the man of the house.
How are the kiddos doing? Nothing serious, I assume. They just had norovirus. They're fine now. Queen Laquifa. I don't know. I didn't read the rest of that sentence. But I saw Queen Laquifa.
Me either. I just saw Queen Laquifa.
There was a young lady in the adult entertainment industry who specialised in queefs. She called herself Queen Laquifa. That's so much better with the rest of the sentence too. I gladly paid for Mrs. Sick to say gravy. It is an important part of the economy. It's getting Mrs. Sick to say words. Did you know that the Facebook guy is called the Eye of Sauron? Wasn't he affectionately referred to as the Eye of Sauron by his staff, which by affectionately referred to as mocked behind his back as, I'm assuming that actually means. Anyway, we all know he's a fucking lizard person. So I normally have lots of weird things on my mind, but I am blanking at the moment. I do like to randomly ruin people's day by informing them the brothers Grunt exist. I enjoy the fact that you normally have something weird to talk about, and as soon as questioned on it, much like say something funny, which is why I would never tell, like, it could be argued that I, as a content creator, am a comedian, that I focus on humor. But if I were to tell people in the real world that I was a comedian, they would go, "Well, tell us a joke then," and that would be the fucking worst.
Yeah, but like if I was to say that to you, you would know the exact thing to say to me to make me laugh, because you're like an expert at it.
I don't make you laugh on purpose. I just say stuff, and then you head back into the sky. Bah! So fucking often. Or
It's usually when you say something like incredibly fucking dumb. That usually gets me.
I do say a lot of really
what is it?
dumb
What you
things.
is it spoonerisms? Is that what they're called?
Spoonerisms like knucking futs.
Yeah, like you do that a lot, and that makes me laugh.
Just timed out a strum again. I don't know. I'm enjoying the peace and quiet. I'm mostly enjoying the ability to read the chat without someone else being fucking spoken to. This is my fucking place. Would you have done a video on Scientology? It would be hilarious. If you know of any Scientology videos that are there making claims about the universe or about how the reality works, send them to me. Basically, my bread and butter is any content that says this is how world work, which is clearly and obviously wrong. Send that to me and I will find a way to take the piss out of it. Preferably something from 5 to 10 minutes. Dyslexics untie. Fuck me. Strom can come back in 3 days' time. I mean, I feel like if you keep timing someone out, then it should just do it for a week. That would be hilarious.
DNA, National Dyslexic Association.
Oh, fuck me.
Ugh. That's really good.
Don't do Scientology videos. They will stalk and steal your socks. Fuck.
That get you.
My body went, oh, here's some liquid down your lungs. I'm only slightly exaggerating. I know that Scientologists are often not happy with being criticized, so that would probably be hilarious. There is no room here for anyone's ego but 6. Yeah, and my ego is actually kind of tiny, so there's just no fucking room in here. I don't, as a character, the character of Sir Sick has an ego the size of the universe. The humans who plays him does not. That's why it's so fun. I like that because it's the actor playing the bad guy is often so fun, which is why I turn Sick into the bad guy. Make him the bad guy and I can just have fun with it. Make him an insane demigod who just hates humans and wants to destroy the world. You right, babes?
Yeah.
You had a moment of ooh.
I'm getting pressure in my head.
We have a window open. We have a window slightly open.
I think it's gonna rain. Yeah, it's definitely gonna rain. It's getting
hired
worse.
Detectives to stalk, not hyperbole either. Yeah, they're interesting people.
Benji, stop being a fucking cock.
I need to put more ink in my keyboard. That's pretty funny. But stop it or I will time you out and you'll have to go spend time with Strom. Am I familiar with Spoonie? The Spoonie one. The Spoonie experiment. I am. One of my favourite internet video series is his Ultima one. Just a really good set of videos. But he kind of lost his mojo, I guess. Sorry, I'm going to have to... Got such gooey snot in my nose. He was fucking... When he was good, he was fucking great. And then he just had a bad habit of going a bit off. It's a real shame because he was fucking brilliant when he was on. It's always gonna rain, Mrs. Sick.
True. Like most of the time, the pressure thing.
It used to be in your knees.
It used to be my knees, but then the head made it like sort of like doubled the pain, so I don't feel it on my knees anymore because it's mostly in my head now. Oh god, I can fucking feel it. It's so bad.
Dude has cashed over $6,000 for. I mean, yeah, and that's but people paid that. They can do that if they want to support someone who made stuff that they've always loved. Then that's fair enough. That's not an argument. That's a fact about reality. If people want to pay him to do nothing, then they're allowed to do that. I mean, if he's tricking people out of that money, that'd be one thing. But I don't. Yeah. What inspired you to create the character of Sir Sick? I'm commenting a lot because you're my favourite YouTubers alongside Emma Thorne and Daz Games. Sir Sick just was me wanting to talk about things. At the time, it was political shit that I'm not interested in anymore. And what I've always wanted to do is just go to... I was always terrified of this idea. I'd seen so many sort of Athey Boy YouTubers. And I wanted to be that. And then I just started doing it, and people liked it for some fucking reason. So who knows? Oh, you are getting hit with that. I'm just looking over Mrs. Sick and she's like making this face like she's just been punched. Like, oh, you bastard. I can't believe you've done this kind of face. Are you all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, time is slowing down for her. Basically, the best way to see it. If you need to do something else, I'm sure that the chat can survive without you.
I just need to lay down.
Or
usually when I lay down, it brings everything.
You're gonna set your chair to sleepy mode.
Yeah.
Spoonie collapsed under his own ego. I mean, I imagine that was part of it, but there's the concept that it was like fear. That I know that he sort of lost a lot of what he was doing when he put up his Patreon and he got a shitload of money at once. And if I understand it rightly, I can't fucking read his mind, but it seemed to me that there was such a huge amount of pressure all at once that it just sort of snapped. I'm not gonna ban him for now unless he becomes annoying, which might be very quickly. Wait, we're back to creatine. Creatine is what one drink much of with water when a person needs to get clean urine tests. I know, I heard of it. Is that... I didn't know that was a use of... It's creatine. Because that's the annoying thing about that term, because I know that crating is also a term for training a dog or maybe even a cat not to piss on the floor. Kyle Hill is probably my favourite YouTuber, but Sesik is my favourite YouTuber to interact with. You poor thing. I mean, to be fair, the terrible stream for terrible people, not a huge amount of people turn up. And I kind of like it like that. If the channel suddenly exploded and so many people turned up to the TSTP that I couldn't keep up with the chat at all, I think that is a time when I would probably move it to its own thing just to lower the amount of people who would actually turn up, because this amount is pretty okay. It's trackable. When you watch some of these really fucking big channels, pardon me, some of these really big channels, and the chat is like 100 miles an hour, even if they slow it down with whatever tools. Although I don't think YouTube even provides those tools. Then it's just, you can't talk to anyone. And that's a big part of the point of it. All that money and expectation can be stressful. If anyone feels that way, I can send you my Venmo info. Have I? Oh no, that's not talking to me. You hide behind the mask because no one noticed you before. You put the mask. Sorry to interrupt, but is Mrs. Sick okay? Mrs. Sick suffers from I can't remember what it's called now.
IIH.
IIH. What's it called?
Oh, fuck, mate.
Intracranial.
Idiopathic intracranial hypertension.
Yeah. Basically, if the air pressure goes up, then she starts leaking spinal fluid from her eyes. That's that's when it's really bad. So yeah, if the air pressure is particularly high, then that usually means that strong weather is coming. And so, yeah, basically her body becomes like a I want to call it a thrombometer, but that is nowhere near the fucking word. What is that device that checks air pressure? It's not a theremin either. That's an instrument. She doesn't remember what I'm talking about. Some of you might know what I'm talking about.
What?
You know that thing that you put on a wall and you tap it and it gives you the air pressure?
A barometer.
A barometer, yeah. Thanks, not my brain. Yeah, everyone's like barometer. My brain is just a complete and total asshole. It will not even just tell me any goddamn thing.
It's just my body likes to create shitloads of spinal fluid, and it gets worse when the pressure changes.
Yeah, she actually went for she went to see a specialist for that, and when they did a fucking spinal tap, actual spinal tap, not the fucking fake real band, they did that to her, and the doctor doing it, because usually it's commonly associated with being very overweight, and Mrs. Sick is not skinny, but she's not like huge, not even remotely.
I could see my toes.
Yeah, and when they poked, they were very surprised with how much spinal fluid came out rapidly. They went, "Oh, fucking hell!" from a doctor. You do not want to hear, "Ooh."
It's basically pregnancy fucked my hormones up.
Yeah.
Like, massively. I have so many other problems. Like, IIH is one of them, but I got so many problems after pregnancy. Thanks, kids.
You wanted them.
Yeah, but I didn't know this was going to happen.
Well, maybe you should have known. Maybe you should have checked.
Ugh.
Will I get some really fucked up, weird spinal condition if I have kids? No one thinks to tell you that'll happen.
What colour are my feet? Like, off yellow?
Feet
That's
coloured.
my skin colour?
She's vaguely olive-skinned would be how one might put that. Yeah? No?
I don't know. I just put myself as white British because it makes it easier.
Blame Sir Stick. Sir Stick, everything is my fault. Strom's gonna pray for you. That'll be useful.
Oh, I feel better already. Thanks, dude.
Who do you think did this to her? Send me $20 and I'll send a drill. Demon Orb's spine is fucked. Well, of course it is. You're an orb. Your spine must be a perfect circle.
I wasn't expecting that. That's funny.
Well, I mean,
Are you a Simpson? I used to. That was one of the things that people bullied me with. Thanks for that. Yeah, I have a vague yellowness to my skin. It's because it's
you're not even that yellow.
I know, but people love to pick on you, don't you, for the most vaguest things.
You know how they say kids can be so cruel? Kids are fucking assholes and should be punched in the face. Oh, there were some dickhead kids. Well, I don't know if you want to be reminded of this. But
apparently sin. That's why I got massive amounts of illness. Yay.
Sin did it. So God can't beat sin. So worthless. Good to know. Thanks, man.
If sin did it and God gave me it because of sin, how would praying help get rid of it? If God gave it to me, therefore praying is fucking pointless. Ta-da!
The one called Chuck is without sin. I think he lost it. But yeah. Yeah, you can't have an all-powerful God and have sin, because that doesn't make any sense. And if your God doesn't make any sense, then he might not be real. Just a note.
Mysterious. Oh yeah, mysterious ways.
He beat it on the cross.
Ow, my back. Oh.
Oh. Oh, thank you so much. That is one of the funniest fucking things I've ever heard.
The Lord
just jerking off. Oh my God. Oh, that's so good. Oh man. I mean, that line and that video you fucking sent me, some of the funniest shit I've seen in my life. Oh, so good. Mystic, I'll ask the clouds to go heal you. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. It's a fucking huge hassle, especially for me. I mean, she's suffering pain, but, you know, I have to listen to her whine about it. Why is no one giving sympathy to me? I can't stop fucking burping. Jesus Christ. He got 2 new holes. He had to test them out. Blasphemy is good fun. It's funny. Blasphemy, blast for you, blast for everyone in the room. Not the best choice of words, no, very much not.
Oh, Robert.
I watched it. It was fucking stupid.
Robert's been touched by his noodly appendage.
It was the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life, Strom, and I have no idea why you thought that was worth sending to me. It was baffling. Crazy. Sending me to try and convert me, you sent me a video of a clearly insane person saying that they converted to God. It is not very smart. I know you think that you're quite bright, but you're obviously not very good at peopling. Let's put it that way. Maybe you're a smart guy, but you need to learn how to people. Anyway, Sid can't burp right because he's dodging punches. No, she's too fucking poorly to punch. I could fucking poke her right now and she wouldn't do shit.
Well, fucking bet. Bring it, bitch. I'll end you.
I will fucking end you. I've always enjoyed the... I don't want to say the word epic. That's not...
Epic? Are you a millennial?
He's literally a doctor and an insane person. He's literally a psychopath. I don't know what to tell you, mate.
You can have a doctorate and still be fucking weird.
You don't need our sympathy. Isn't whiskey better for you? I mean, that's true. Sympathy is worthless. One of your viewers tried to convert me with Bible verses. Convert you into what? Love?
Ugh.
Oh, I didn't mean to hide him.
I don't even love sick.
That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to time out. I clicked the wrong thing. I'm a bit pissed. Poker live. Poker in the front. No, what is it? Liquor in the front, poker in the rear. That's what a good bar says. But yeah, I think we are on to hour 2, and we need to go to bed and be like humans for a bit. I know. Shh.
Yeah, I think
don't tell anyone.
Laying down is probably going to be helpful.
Exactly.
And wait for the rain.
And play Tokyo Wire game.
Wire Boys.
I can't remember what it's called. I want to say Tokyo Wire Drift, but that is really wrong.
You're wired, Rick.
Anyway, thanks for coming, everyone. 75k.
Oh, fucking
madness.
spider!
And someone just saw a spider, so we'll see you next time. Bye. Take your headphones off.